Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, man. Glad to be on with you guys.
All right, they're trying to get the live feed set up really quick as well.
Okay.
All right, we'll wait a couple more minutes. If it's not done in a couple minutes, we'll go. But Kerry, Marcus said, others, and I want to ask you too. Do you know anything about East Carolina quarterback Holt?
Go, and I know we just got another list of quarterbacks.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if he's on that list. I don't have it in front of me right now.
And I told Marcus too. While we got you here, I'd love to ask you about, and I'll say the line. A lot of people saying the Seahawks might be the worst team in the league, and you guys make the playoffs. So what that was like, I'll ask you about that too.
Okay.
If you guys can get it up, we'll get going. So
he's actually Holton is actually on my list to watch. I gotta watch him.
Okay. Well, I'll bring his name up just so, and Kerry Joseph joining us on the Pirate Radio live line. Got Marcus Crandall here as well. Marcus, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, Clip. How about yourself, man?
Doing Joseph today, and Coach, we appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How you gentlemen doing?
We're doing pretty good, man.
Supposed to be getting better pretty soon. Supposed to have some sunshine and a little warm weather coming. So hopefully we're taking a turn. Getting
Fix it all?
Actually, I haven't played in the last week and a half. I actually just had a little stuff, but hopefully by the month of May, June, and half of July, it'll be pretty busy for me swinging the cup.
What we talked about the last time?
That's a new one.
Yeah, all right,
That's
good stuff.
I've been playing with them a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I had to have this little procedure.
And man, I feel them every now and then myself also.
Well, Kerry, let's talk about this upcoming NFL draft. And man, it's a good time to be winning football games last year, but now 2 picks in the first round. I believe 3 picks in the first. It sets up for an exciting Thursday for Seahawks fans. How's the prep going for the draft, especially when you have all the picks like you do this year?
And that guys, and our GM and our to play throughout the off season when you're coming up to a great opportunity like the NFL draft. You know what? We have some great others, and they're going to have a great plan come Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's for sure. And
Geno Smith, famously, I was one of the people that wrote him off, and he didn't write back. That was the famous line from Geno last year. How about what you guys were able to do last year with a lot of people saying you'd be one of the worst teams in the league? That had to be pretty fulfilling for you.
And just believing in what you have as a group. It starts from the top. It starts from our head coach, from our general manager. We believed in ourselves. We believed in the talent that we had, and just a guy like Geno coming in and competing, winning the several quarterback that can get it done behind the center. And he did a great job, with having him, Drew, Sean Mannion. We had a great room of leaders. And we just believe or think about you is about how you come together as a group and you put it together every Sunday.
NFL, he's been on a lot of different teams. What did you guys do differently that other teams didn't really get that same success out of him?
It was just his time. I think everybody has a time in their life and a time in their career, and also just having to run the football. And so when you do that, and MC, you play the position, man. When you got it works out, and you just gotta be the point guard and distribute the ball, and that's what he was able to do.
Talking to Kerry Joseph today, Marcus Crandall's records here, so he's pretty good. Holton Haler's, and Coach, I've always been curious about how a guy can raise their stock so much after they're done plus star games, the Hula Bowl, the NFLPA Bowl. He's been to quarterback camps and clinics and getting in that could potentially get drafted now. So, how about his name? Or you hearing his name at all? Or you talking about him, looking at him, Holton Haler
throughout his career? You do your evaluation, you do your work on him, and then I think what he's doing is what everybody does is you're doing interviews. Guys have to impress in every area leading up to the draft, and I think that's what you see him. And now he's doing all the things leading up to the draft, and it helps. When people realize and they talk to you, to be able to, like a coach, you got to be able to hustle for you. It helps you to It helps your stock.
Combines, pro day, when you're able to meet with guys, talk with guys, there's so much stuff you got to look at and get to know these guys. So if you are on those one-on-one chats,
it's a lot of information that you try to find out as a coach. You want to find out who that player is and who that person is. So you just, every organization is different. Everybody has a different plan. And it's just basically what's, philosophy. So you just kind of combine all those thoughts and the information that you gather. You put it together in the field, off the field. It's just like life. It's no perfect situation.
Just like Clip said, you guys have some great quality picks in the first few rounds of the draft. Who you guys picking?
First fans gonna have to wait because Kerry Joseph has no clue.
You were a player, but I was a coach at Edmonton, offensive coordinator. For our draft, we had the GM to a certain extent, or how does that work for you all?
I mean, it comes down to evaluations of players. You do evaluation of the guys. I'm a quarterback. Evaluations, and you put it out there. You put it on the table to the personnel and the department, and they have theirs about evaluating the players. What do I see in that quarterback? The day that, as a coach, that's what we do. We make our evaluations and we put it out there, and then after that, man, it's pretty much out of your hands.
Both ways, right?
I get it.
Whatever guys that walk in the building in the locker room, your job is to get them ready and to.
Let me ask you about a couple of guys that you work with, starting with Pete Carroll, who from the outside looking in, sidelines and that kind of stuff. Is that, can he really be that way 24/7? What's it like working with Pete?
As the days build up to the drafts, he comes in and work for a guy like that because he shows it every day, and he holds you to a higher standard to make sure that you come in with that mindset of being positive. It's not a great feeling when you go and you have to work into a crappy picture that's just negative. People are always sad, complaining. That's not a good, fun place to see each other, to work with each other. And like I said, nobody's perfect, but man, just the energy that he.
Because I had the opportunity, blessed with the opportunity of then meeting Pete Carroll face to face and sitting and have a brief conversation. The conversation was like we knew each other for like years.
It's nothing false about him. It's authentic. Everything that he does and how he do it. How does he relate to people? How does he relate to his coaches? And I just interact with people. And like you said, when I introduce you all, he stood there and talked to you like you said, like y'all been knowing each other for years.
May as a player and a coach, which has taken you north of the border and now here in the United States. And one day, is that in the plans for you?
You know what? My plans, man. I want to. I'm assistant quarterback coach. The next step is to be the quarterback coach. Be a quarterback coach yourself, and working diligently at your craft, and just my faith is in God that He has a plan for me. So I just come to work every day.
God is good, brother.
Yes, He is, all the time.
All the time, God is good.
Well, Kerry, talking about the off-season plan. Like there's 8 different things going on at one time. In fact, Kerry, at what point 2024 draft? It never stops, right? There's always something going on, something to prepare for.
In the morning time, we do football stuff for 2023. In the afternoon, we do draft. Weekend comes, you can take a little breather, and then you're right back at it Monday morning. But now, whether it's prepping for the draft or the future guys, you just if this is your calling and this is your ball.
Well, Kerry, thanks so much for joining us, man. It was great to talk to an NFL assistant coach here on.
Great teammate as well.
Hey, people don't realize when I say this here, the chance to play with him. Then I had a chance to get coached by him in the CFL. So I think that's just awesome, and that's why we have to love and cherish our friendship.
Kerry, thanks so much for your time today. Good luck to up on Thursday night, all right?
You got a good running back, too.